Welcome to my views and news. Viewers, Ethiopian agencies, security institutions, government have made new strategy to crush Amhara region-based militia Fano. Fano has strengthened in the last few months after Amhara Special Force members joined it and after people rose in support of Fano. We saw an attempt by the government to arrest Fano commanders, but the commanders could not be arrested. Now, government has made a new strategy, 4-point strategy. Title of this video is Bad News for Amhara Fano. Why? Because if this strategy is implemented, it could be a challenge for the Fano militia to counter this strategy. What are the 4 main points of this strategy? And why no large-scale operation? As I said earlier, that Fano has gained strength in recent months because of public support and because of former Amhara Special Force members joining Fano, different factions of Fano, especially Gondar Fano and Shoa Fano. Ethiopian government tried to launch large-scale operations in Shoa, in Gondar, in Volo. The strategy did not work because people confronted Ethiopian army. We saw limited protests as well. So government has now changed the policy. First main point of this new strategy is that government is sending mediators to Fano commanders, to those who are elders and who are linked with the Fano. Daniel Kibre is playing a main role. Secondly, Taya Etske Selassie, former Ethiopian representative at the UN. The two have been tasked by the Prime Minister and some others too to talk to Amhara elders and Fano commanders. Why were Daniel Kibre and Taya Etske Selassie chosen? Daniel Kibre is close to the church. He worked for Mahibre Kadusa. So he can use his Orthodox church background, firstly. Secondly, Taya Etske Selassie has diaspora connections. Diaspora community, Amhara diaspora community is supporting Fano factions financially, mostly financially. Taya Etske Selassie can, he has contacts there abroad in the US mainly, so he can play a role. What type of role we'll have to see, but I think he's familiar with lots of financial support which is being given to Fano from diaspora. So he can use this information to give some alternatives to Fano fighters and maybe to involve diaspora community as well. So first strategy is involvement of mediators. Local level mediators were involved as well. We saw that in Gondar, in Shoa. In Gondar, local mediation worked. But there Ethiopian army was ready to retreat. That is why local mediation worked. Now, mediation from federal level through Daniel Kibre, Taya Etske Selassie. Secondly, Amhara Prosperity Party is going to be cleaned, if it's the right word. Those who are supportive of Fano or supportive of hardliners are going to be removed. From Wednesday, a 10-day long party meeting is starting. In this meeting or in coming meetings, we could see gradually removal of the lower rank party officials who are suspected of supporting Fano. And those who cannot be removed will be sidelined. Purpose is to create unity within the party. There are apprehensions that party low ranks are not only supporting Fano fighters politically, but if this conflict goes on, they could join Fano. So that is why cleaning of prosperity party, second point of the strategy. Thirdly, targeted operations against Fano commanders, which are continuing. It's not that Ethiopian National Defense Force has withdrawn altogether from the Amhara region. No. ANDF is still there in North Gondar, South Gondar, Gujjam, Wollo, North Shore Zone, Oromia Special Zone. I have not been able to confirm any large-scale withdrawal of Ethiopian army from Amhara region. But at the same time, army is not launching any large-scale operation. Purpose is the problem with the large-scale operation is public resistance. That is why targeted operations will be launched. Still, intelligence agencies, security institutions are trying to trace Yimerevodjo, Blatishagao, Mesafenth. And whenever they are traced and security forces are in a position to arrest them, they'll be arrested. No matter what the mediators are doing. Start of mediation does not mean that Ethiopian government has abandoned operation. Operation is ongoing, but now intelligence elements are being involved, locations are being traced, targeted operation against the Fano commanders will be launched. And you saw that Zamin Akasi was arrested several months after he fled from his house in Gajjam. He was found in Bairdar, arrested, still in prison. Same is happening in the case of other Fano commanders too. Security forces are after them. Fourthly, viewers, fourth point of government strategy is to ensure that Fano fighters don't remingle with the public. Fano fighters are part of the people, part of the society. It is difficult to differentiate between Fano fighters and civilians. They are civilians too. But the government is trying, especially in those areas where Amharas live and other ethnic groups live as well in large number. In Shoa, in Wollo, Fano fighters are being chased. Their family members being chased, monitored. Local elders are being sent messages that they should not give shelter to Fano fighters. If anyone gave shelter to Fano fighters, they would be held accountable too. The strategy can work a little in North Shore, Wollo, but not in Gujjam and Gondar, where I think overwhelmingly civilians are Amharas and they support Fano there. So it would be difficult to distinguish between Fano fighters and locals, civilians. These are four main points of the strategy formed at some meetings held recently. So government has not given up. It has not withdrawn from its position that Fano should be disbanded, Amhara Special Force disbanded, ASF members should be integrated into police federal forces. But government has changed the mode of its implementation of the policy. 4-point implementation is underway. Can this strategy work? We'll have to see, we'll have to wait. If Amhara Fano fighters can resist this new strategy for a few months, Fano could turn into a formidable force. You'll see. Because the first offensive on Fano failed. Security forces retreated. That gave Fano fighters an opportunity to reorganize, to regroup themselves, maybe to arm themselves as well. If this 4-point strategy does not work in coming months, you could see a serious Fano force emerging in Amhara. That is how I see the coming days and weeks in the Amhara region. Thank you for watching.